everyone and welcome to this new video tutorial. In this video guys, I'm going to show you how you can resolve the problem of a slow computer. What you have to understand that there might be multiple reasons why your computer is slow, and in this video I'm going to show you different ways how you can resolve this. However, if the solutions which I'm providing still did not solve the problem, then I will give you one last solution which could fix all of this at once. So one of the things which might be the reason is that you have a lot of softwares running in the background when you turn on your computer. So when I open my task manager by clicking on the taskbar with the right button of the mouse, I can go to the start app, and here I see that I have all the softwares which are enabled when the computer turns on. So by disabling some of them which you don't need, you are allocating back some of the hardware performance back to your computer. So I will disable this, and instead of the computer allocating some part of the CPU and some part of the RAM and also some of the disk to run those softwares, he will just use it for himself and the performance will become better. If you are still having the slow computer, we will go to the settings, and especially for those who are having this issue happening once a month, twice, or even 3 times a month, something like this, it might be also due to updates happening in the background. So what you can do, you can pause the updates for more than 7 days, or you can go and change active hours. I prefer also this option of change active hours, and here you have two options: automatically adjust active hours for your device. Windows will analyze your activity. For example, you work from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., so Windows will not do any updates or run any updates in the background until this time elapsed. Otherwise, you can go and adjust it manually by clicking on change, and here you can allocate the active hours in which you are working and you don't want to be bothered with updates and restarts requirement. So here, for example, I have selected 8 a.m. until I will select 5 p.m. for example, and I will click 5 p.m. I will click on this validation and I will click save. So Windows will, in this time range from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., will avoid doing updates and running them in the background so that my computer doesn't get slow. There is another option which you can also do, is to disconnect to internet. Yes, as you heard, to disconnect to internet. So if you can work offline, you can always disable your internet or turn it off, and this will allocate more space to your hard disk and will avoid unwanted updates from other softwares. If all of these solutions together, they still did not solve your problem, then guys, I will invite you to go and upgrade your hardware. What do I mean by that? When you go to your performance tab, you might see that you have 100% CPU usage, 100% RAM usage, and also disk usage. So for disk, I will invite you to upgrade to an SSD. I'm not here talking about the size of the SSD, 500 giga or 600 giga. I'm just talking about technology. So there are hard disks which can run, which has 5,000 RPM round per minute, and there are those who has 7,200 round per minute. But effectively, SSD is faster than the traditional hard disk, and this enhance or rises the performance and resolve the issue of slow computer. In addition to that, also upgrading your RAM from 4 gigabit to a 8, 12, or even 14 or 32 will also resolve the slow performance. And also changing your CPU to a higher version compatible with your motherboard will also influence. By upgrading all of these, or just the disk plus the RAM, you will see that the performance of your computer went higher. Also, one last advice: if you have low resources like 4 gigabit or 6 gigabit RAM and disk, etc., I would suggest you to not run some softwares which are requiring a lot of resources, like for example Photoshop and video editing software. If you are still in need of advice or help, just write us a comment and we will do our best to help you. And if you would like to encourage us, you can just click like and subscribe to get our latest videos. Thank you for watching, and talk to you soon in a new video tutorial.